You okay?
Oh, yes. But I definitely got it after.
So how was the time?
The big ones?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You have room? Oh, sorry. Gabriel Fire Protection Improvement District acknowledges that we are gathering within the traditional lands of the Sunama Nation Coast Salish people. Thank you.
Thank you. We call the meeting to order. This is a special meeting. Sole agenda item is bylaw number 108, Capital Reserve bylaw. I ask who's recording the meeting. Audio recording. Is there any anyone video recording? Sir, I would ask that you turn off your video camera.
I will refuse.
I'm sorry?
I will refuse.
I'd like to make a motion, if I may, that we make the recording of by video of this meeting illegal.
That's a point of order motion. Is there a seconder? John? Any discussion? All in favor? Carried. Mr. Mercier, we ask that you turn off your camera as a result of the resolution that was just passed.
I will refuse.
Thank you. Mr. Mercier, this is the third time your actions have disrupted a meeting of the Gabriola Fire Protection Improvement District. On the first occasion, you appeared at a meeting without notice to the district or permission and started to video record the meeting. Your behavior was disruptive with both the board and other citizens in the gallery. Despite repeated requests not to video record the meeting, you did anyway. You then took the video and posted it on social media. Your disruptive behavior was not easily located on the video, and the video did not show the entire meeting. On the second occasion, you ignored a motion of the board and a request by the chair to stop video recording. The meeting was adjourned when you disregarded the motion of the board and the request of the chair. Your behavior towards the corporate officer was also unacceptable. Today you've appeared again with a video camera. I would point out at this time that the board has always permitted audio recording of meetings. The board has passed a motion to restrict video recordings at this meeting. I draw your attention to the Improvement District Manual, page 12, paragraph 2, which in part states, "The main duty of the chair is to preside at meetings." With respect to meeting rules, it reads in part, "These rules are adopted by trustees by resolution and are commonly based on Robert's Rule of Order." And finally, the chair may expel or exclude a person from a meeting if they consider that person to be acting improperly. Section 74 of Improvement District Bylaw 97 states, "In all situations not provided for in this bylaw regarding proceedings of a meeting, the Robert's Rule of Order applies to the proceedings to the extent that those rules are applicable in the circumstance and are not inconsistent with the provisions of this bylaw or the Local Government Act." Chapter 20 of Robert's Rules outlines discipline of members and guests. Section 61.6 states the society, in this case the board, has the right to determine who may be present at its meetings and to control its hall while meetings are in progress. Section 61.8, all persons present at a meeting have an obligation to obey the legitimate officers of the presiding officer. The board has not, up to this point, excluded you from a meeting, nor has it ever stopped you from audio recording meetings. What the board has done is limited the use of video recordings. We have had people leave meetings as they do not wish to be recorded. We have also brought forth the vulnerable persons issue. This board has, by resolution, not approved the video recording of this meeting. As chair, I am ordering that you terminate the video recording and remove the video recording equipment from the hall.
I refuse, because your authority under Robert's Rules of Order is superseded by Sections 7 and 8 of Bylaw 97, which establish clearly that all meetings of the Gabriola Fire Protection Improvement District are open to the public unless a resolution is passed closing a portion of the meeting or the meeting to the public and stating in general terms for what purpose the meeting is being closed. This meeting is a public meeting under the provisions of under sections 7 and 8 of Bylaw 97. It is announced as such on your website. It is announced as such in the newspaper, where the purpose of this meeting is the public passage of Bylaw 108. This is a public facility owned by the Improvement District, which is an elected democratic municipal government representing the landowners, and I
You
will not
have failed to
stop you.
comply with the request of the chair and the board resolution passed at this meeting. So section 61.8 of Robert's Rules is noted, and I will reread that. Section 61.8 says all persons present at a meeting have an obligation to obey the legitimate orders of the presiding officer. You are therefore in breach of section 74 of Bylaw 97.
Your order
You
is
are now excluded
illegitimate.
from this meeting by order of the chair. Remove yourself and your equipment from this meeting room.
I will not do so.
Okay? Mr. Mercier, you realize that by not complying with the direction you have been given, you will be impeding the business of the Gabriola Fire Protection Improvement District.
I do not realize that.
The meeting was called to pass a bylaw that has been requested by Victoria. Failure to pass this bylaw today will have a severe negative impact on the 2025 levy and may cause the termination of that levy.
I would urge you, therefore, to take up your
Excuse
business
me,
and
I
pass the
have the
bylaw.
floor.
Excuse me, he had the floor when you cut right across.
You interrupted him.
Right? You interrupted him. when
Point
he
of
was
order.
speaking.
Should that occur, the improvement
Just
district
tell the
and the
meeting.
fire department will have no funds with which to operate.
I urge you, therefore, in the strongest possible terms, to take up your public duty and pass in public, as you have announced you will do, Bylaw 108, as required by the Inspector of Municipalities, so that they can register your tax bylaw, which will levy taxes against the landowners of the Improvement District. That includes me. So please, take up
Could
your
I
business.
have a motion to recess for 10 minutes to let Mr. Mercier think about his position and the effect that it will have on the improvement district and the fire department?
I'll make that motion.
Seconder, Kent, meeting is in recess for 10 minutes. Thank
You
you.
guys should quit disrupting the meeting. You should do your business.
You are disrupting the meeting. He is not disrupting the meeting. He's
I would
supporting the
respectfully ask that everyone present remain calm, remain civil, and exercise patience while the board considers their actions. Thank you.
I think you should pay attention to what the board asked you to do, and quit being such a smug little prick.
What?
Well, come on, Mr. Jackson, you said, yeah.
You're being impolite to the
Yeah.
member.
Excuse me, don't use that language
Please, audience members, please, let's be respectful, or else you'll be asked to leave.
This gentleman is being quite disrespectful.
He has.
And it was warning number 1, warning number 2, you'll be asked.
What you got?
Yeah. Well, this was my higher one.
Can I ask something if I may?
I guess it's well, not only that, Mr. Brooks used to do this all the time. Mr. Brooks used to videotape all the time. And then Gabriel and later.
This
mean, is your camera still rolling or?
It is, yes.
Okay.
Lest I be accused again of not recording the whole meeting, or you are a tiny figure on the far right of the
Oh, I
frame.
heard. You know. I was looking at that. Yes, but it's a living document, so it's legal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they want to have your correspondence. Oh, you want to take a walk? I thought Jamie would be so busy that he wouldn't get the call.
You see what's happening that way.
Right, we have everybody back here, we'll call the meeting to order. The board has decided to proceed with the reading of bylaw despite the unauthorized video recording of this meeting, and steps will be taken at a later date. The sole agenda item is Gabriola Fire Protection Improvement District, bylaw number 108. It's a bylaw to establish 4 renewal reserve accounts for replacement, upgrading, or renewal of existing works. The trustees of the Gabriola Fire Protection Improvement District is open meeting assembled and act as follows. There is hereby established 4 renewal reserve accounts pursuant to section 698 sub 1 sub n of the Local Government Act, to be known as A, the capital replacement trucks. This is a capital reserve account for the purposes of insurance deductibles, repairing, replacing, and any unforeseen emergency expenses related to fire trucks and fire truck related equipment necessary for fire protection services. B, capital replacement equipment. This is a capital reserve account for the purpose of insurance deductibles, repairing, replacing, and any unforeseen emergency expenses related to firefighting and emergency response equipment needed for fire protection services. C, fire hall repair and replacement. This is a capital reserve account for the purpose of insurance deductibles, repairing, replacing, and any unforeseen emergency expenses related to the Gabriola Volunteer Fire Department's 3 fire halls. Fire hall number 1 located at 730 Church Street, fire hall number 2 located at 2400 South Road, and fire hall number 3 located at 760 North Road on Gabriel Island. Contingency fund. This is a capital reserve account for the purpose of insurance deductibles, repairing, replacing, and any unforeseen emergency expenses related to fire protection and services. Money from the sale of improvement district land, current revenue, general revenue fund, surplus to the extent to which it is available, or otherwise provided in the Local Government Act may, from time to time, be paid into these reserve accounts. The money set aside will be deposited in separate accounts and until required to be used may be invested in the manner set out in the Local Government Act and will be dispersed only by bylaw passed by the trustees of the Improvement District. Monies in these reserve accounts will only be used for expenditures for any upgrading, replacement, or renewal of existing works. This bylaw may be cited as the Fire Protection Capital Works Renewal Reserve Funds Establishment Bylaw number 108. Can I get a motion to accept that? Kent, seconder Diana. Any discussion?
Yes.
With what?
Go. Point 1C, located at fire hall number 2, located at 2400 South Hall, should be South Road.
Yeah.
Not South Hall.
So are you making a motion to amend it?
Yes, yes.
Can I have a seconder for that motion to accept the amendment? John, any discussion? All in favor? Carried? Any other discussion? Can I have a motion for the second reading, or do you want me to reread it again? Motion for the second reading, John, seconder. Char, any discussion? All in favor? Carried. Motion for the third reading. You want me to read it again, or not? No? Motion to accept. Bylaw number 108, third reading. Diana? Seconder? Eric? Any discussion? All in favor? Bylaw is passed. That's the only agenda item, so can I get a motion to adjourn the meeting, please? Eric, seconder? Kent? Any discussion? All in favor? Carried.
Why the 180 on this? Like September 20th? in the paper, it was, you guys were against this.
I'm sorry?
Why the 180 on this? And just, it wasn't that long ago that you guys were against writing these bylaws. It was in the newspaper that you didn't want to do this.
Since the improvement district has been established in the 1960s, Victoria has not asked for this bylaw, despite being contacted and inquired. This year, for reasons unbeknownst to me, they have asked for the bylaw, so we passed it.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you everybody for attending.
Yes. Well, you know, didn't do it. Yes, this is the official. I'm not going around. Now that makes sense. The board's up.
Good pen is hard to find. Now packing up, moving this around so I can get out of the building. Now leaving the building. And this is the roof of the building. Still just leaving the building here. Exiting to some scoffing. I have now left the building. The meeting is concluded.